Okay, welcome everyone to the video. This is my Let's Play series on the Rainy Day GG server, Skyblock server. We are up to episode, where is it? Episode 35. Okay, so I'm here at the fishing hole, fishing pond, fishing square, whatever you want to call it. And I thought I'd just do a little bit of fishing and have a bit of a chat. Well, no, not really. I thought I would do some fishing while I sort of explain a thought that I had. So I was thinking about my farm down below. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I have at least 2, 3, 4 farms down at the bottom of my world that all feed in via water streams to a central area, or rather an area off to the corner that and has a little storage area there. Basically what happens is the items go into hoppers, the hoppers go into chests, the chests are then able to be switched to go into sell chests, and the reason for that is I need to get any special items out of the storage system, and also if I need to replant, because I do not have a replanter set. If I do need to replant, for example, like I currently do with beetroot, then I just take them out before I send them off to the auto sell chests. And I was thinking, well, if I only need the special items such as special glowberries or special cactus, or even special, sugarcane, then I can I could use a filter. I didn't do one last season, but I did it the season before, where I had a where my mining setup all went into a filter system where it filtered out the ores into their own columns of chests, and then everything went into a special filter mechanism where the special items were pulled out, and then everything else just went then into a mass storage, and I sent them off to sell whenever I needed to. So I thought, well, I don't need the ores because I've got the ore collector. I don't need to sort my ores out. I've got a perfectly fine system for that. But what if I did the special farming items? What if I filtered them out? I've got everything all going into the one area. I can just set up a filter and do that. And then I was thinking, okay, well, how did that filter work? It's been a couple of seasons, it's a bit iffy, I might have to look it up. If I remember correctly, it basically needed to have a clock or a timer, and it would send things through at a certain rate so that things just wouldn't flow through really quickly, and at that rate it would check to see if the items matched anything that was in the chest, and if it did, then it would pull them out. So I needed a redstone clock. Then I was thinking, and I thought that it would also then need to have a dropper or dispenser that would spit it out at the end into a chest to go elsewhere. I thought I could do that. That would be fairly simple. I could get rid of everything that I've got, make it into a small collection system to start with, go through this filter, and then spit it out into sell chests at the end. And then the filter would pull out the special items. Anything before that, I'd have to work out what I wanted to do. But then the eureka moment hit me. And you guys are all probably sitting there going, why doesn't he do it like this? And I perfectly agree with you. I should have thought about this probably 3 seasons ago, but I didn't. I didn't think about it last season. Definitely didn't think about it until today. If I'm going to use a dispenser or a dropper at some stage during the process, well, why don't I just drop things into the chunk and have a chunk collector pick them up? That's it. Chunk collector. I don't need any other storage except for to catch the massive wave of items that are coming in, so that they can all just get collected first and then spat out into the chunk collector. So yeah, that's what I thought. So if I currently have all of my farm items all going into one chunk. Well, I'm presuming it's one chunk. I haven't checked. I'm presuming it's all one chunk. But I'm having them all going into one chunk. Why don't I just, in that chunk, spit them out of a dispenser, or a dropper rather, and the chunk collector automatically pick them up. So that's what I want to go do. So I didn't get any drops there, rather disappointing, but let's head off. I do want to just do a quick stop to grab some blocks, go away fishing rod, to try and mark out the chunks. But let's come back down here and have a look at what we've got here. So this is a rather large farm. I mean, obviously I'm only using at the moment a small amount, but this goes from 49 through to presumably positive 49. Pretty much. Positive 50. So that's around about 100 blocks, which is 6 chunks. So 6 chunks that way, 6 chunks that way. This is 36 chunks. I can't afford 36 crop chunk collectors. However, if I change this area down here, and everything here is being spat out from here and into here and going into these chests. I should have probably have gotten rid of all of these. I will go and do that in a sec. But yeah, so everything is coming into here. So why don't I instead go away? Instead of doing this going down into chests, why don't I do it going into a set of, let's say, 4 chests in the middle, and then those 4 chests lead into let's say 2 dispensers, and those dispensers go into a okay, sorry about that, my kids just got out of bed a bit early there. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm thinking. So into 4 chests, just so that there's enough room for the items to be collected, and then into maybe 2 dispensers, or 2 droppers. I'd maybe be able to do 4, depends, and then into a crop collector. What I do need to do first is work out where the chunk is, and hopefully the chunk is all of this area here, and I don't need to move anything. But if my luck is anything, it'll be right in the middle. So let me just have a quick look. Now with Bedrock, we do not have an option to show us where the chunk borders are. So I go into a site called Chunkbase. I know that there is an app that you can do, but I just find it easier just to go into this website, find a map of the chunks. Doesn't matter what map it is, because every seed is the same, and then work it out from there. So where am I here? This is 6046. If I go here to 6046, okay, 6347 is a corner. So let's have a look. I can't go to 63, but I can go to here. So this, can I put it there? Why isn't it letting me put it there? Usually you can. Here we go. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. Ah! Ooh. Okay. Nearly fell through. So that is a corner of a chunk. And then if I go to 4832, which is all the way over here, 32 is this way, and 48 is this way. So if I just assume it's here, so that is all one chunk, which means that everything within here is one chunk. So I don't have to worry about it. As long as I have all this set up, I can do it. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go and sell everything that's in those chests. Not what I wanted. Sell ones. Now, I do probably need. Actually, I've got. No, okay, I don't care. I do actually have all of this, so I can get beetroot seeds from here. So I'll leave that until later. All right, so let's come back down here, and we will sell everything in here. So let's just check where we're at. We've got no specials, nothing in there. Oh, is that a special at the bottom? Oh, it is. Nice. Okay, there you go. One special. Okay, no specials there. Shouldn't be anything up there. No. No specials there. No specials there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Alright, so I got one special out of all of that. But that's okay, because that special is worth at least 250, maybe 300,000. Now let's just sell all of this. Okay, and if I grab my tools, and I will chop most of this down. Okay, so I'm going to redo this completely. Actually, what I should do, should have probably done this beforehand. I want to test that dropping the items in the chunk does actually get picked up by the chunk collector. I am assuming it does, but let's just make a test. So let's grab a dropper. Okay, so let's just go here. Right, let's just having a great day. Okay, so okay, let's go one of these there, one of these here, Flash, 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 flash. That there. I do not want... Okay, I don't want that to go anywhere it's not supposed to, so let's just put that there just to block it off. Okay, and I will put the chunk collector there. Okay, so crop chunk collector. All right, 50,000 items, and all right, let's just go pop. Okay, it got spat out. It's not there anymore. We look here. We have the special glowberries, so it works. Right. Okay, so let's just take everything of this out of the way. All right, and I'll grab the glowberries so that I don't lose them. All right, so the dropper works. So if I have a system here where everything is all funneled into the water stream, and then from the water stream it all gets put into flows into essentially the dispenser with a couple of chests in between for buffer, then it will all work. So that will make things nice and easy. All I have to do is just come here, look at the dispenser and go, oh, where did you come from? All right. What I might do quickly is I'll put one of my cell chests back down again over in the corner, and I will put all of these items back in there. All right. So, yeah, and you two can go in there as well. Right, okay. So, right, how many chests do I have? 47. Okay, so what I wanted to do was take these out without doing everything else hard. Let's do it from the ground. That might be a bit easier. Ah, that's why I didn't want to do it. Okay. Right. So from here, I want to go chest there, chest there, chest there, chest there. Right, so there's 2 double chests. There's 4 double chests. Right, now that means I do need to change these around. Now I do have some hoppers here. So if I go change that for that, change that, that, and that, that. Okay, and hopefully nothing, yeah, doesn't seem to have washed anything major away. Let's get rid of this and do this as well. Oh, didn't do that. Okay. Ah, treasure hunter. Right, there we go. So all of the hoppers are now leading into these chests. Now I haven't really thought too much about what I want to do here, but the reason for this is basically if I'm going through, let's say, this whole farm and taking the top off, I'm going to get lots of stuff come through here. Now there's 8 hoppers here, so those hoppers will fill up really quickly, but they will flow into these double chests. So these double chests will then start filling up themselves. I can't open those because they're directly on top of here, and these aren't. I could change these to, change those to stairs, but I'm not going to really worry. Okay, yeah, so everything will flow into here. So then now I want to do is I want these to flow into the droppers. Now I only have 2 droppers, so how am I going to do this? Okay, so what I might do is I'll do another group which drops them into 2 lots of 2, and then from there I will drop them into 2 droppers. That might be the best way. So if I go what's the best way for me to do this? Okay, if I go, it doesn't really matter. No, it does. Okay, who cares? All right, so if I go, no, that's not right. There, okay, and then if I go there and there, all right, and then if I put hopper into there, hopper into there, hopper into there, right. So now we have 8 hoppers going into 4 double chests, going into 2 double chests. Then from here, I go, really I only need them to go into let's see. Right, 2 hoppers, which go into, okay, I need to work out this observer. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. All right, I'm going to have a look it up, because what I wanted to do was do a clock where it automatically drops if there's item in the dropper, which means I am going to have to do a bit of redstone. All right, I'm going to have to pause this and I will be back shortly. Okay, okay, sorry, back again everyone. So yeah, so I grabbed my comparator. I think that's all I really need. I did have a quick look at some designs, and I think I have a pretty simple one. What it does mean is that I do need to just change these around a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have the chests here. Okay, then I will have there and one there. We put the hopper there and hopper there. Pardon me. Okay. Alright, so what I need now, I'll probably need this to be one higher than yeah, I might do that. So let's see if we go, that's right. We want okay, where's our dispenser? Now I've decided only to stick with one. If I find that it can't keep up, I will do something else. If I go that there and that there, so basically now I have everything here is flowing into these dispensers. Dropper. Sorry, dropper. Keep saying dispensers. Okay. So then what I need is let me see. I need right. Okay, so I need a sorry, I was just watching a video there while I was trying to work this out. Not a good idea. Okay, so we need a comparator coming out of here. Okay, then we need a wrong way. Need a observer there. Then I need an observer here, but I will put it there. So this needs to be the okay, pointing upwards. I need to get rid of that. And I hope that works. So I have one item in here. Okay. Right, let's just again block this off. That don't really need those anymore. Don't need that. That's just to do that. Yeah, that should do. Alright, so if I put in a actually I should really actually no, let me just test it. Let's just put stuff in. There we go, spitting it out. I'm actually collecting it because I'm standing nearby. Let's try it again. Put it in here. Let's just grab our redstone, move out the way, and there it is. So it's all just being dispensed out. And then when there's nothing in there, it stops. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Did I get all of that back? I did. Right. So now if I just grab my chunk collector, and it doesn't really matter where I put it, so I will put it right there, right in the middle. How's that going? Yep, that's done, obviously. Alright, so if I try again with my special glowstone, glowberries. And if I throw that in there. Of course, if I throw it away, it's just going to go straight into the collector. Okay, let's try something. Let's try something else. Let's come away from here and throw it over here. Okay, try again. And there it goes, going into there. Hopefully we will see it come out of here soon. There it goes. I've just realized that that is not working correctly. What? Oh, I'm missing a sign. Okay, alright, well, it's working fairly well, but it's not working as well as it should be. Somehow that sign got removed. Okay, anyway, they did that dispense into here. No, where is it? Can't open those. Oh, I hope I haven't lost my bloody... Where did it go? Okay, let's have a look in here. Not there. Not there. I have it in my... don't have it in my possession. Not in there. Okay. Have I not got one of these? Ah. Stupid. Stupid. I forgot to re-put these hoppers into this chest when I moved the things over. Alright, let's try again. There it is there. Phew, okay, alright, so that's working. So if I just go and do... I don't have my hoe with me, but let's just do this. Just take... Go. Okay, so they're all going down. Yeah, see, look at that. That's just playing up. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. Let me just grab another sign. Oh, there's the sign there. I must have knocked it off at some stage. Which I didn't see, but that's okay. Sign is supposed to be there. There we go. Alright, so all of those items are flowing back again. Right. Okay. So why is that now going to dispense when there's nothing in there? Oh no, it's still dispensing. That's good. Alright. I don't really want it to do that. So from where I read, that's supposed to stay up until this has got nothing left in it. But what it's doing is it's doing every single one. And apparently the 2 hoppers on each side were supposed to fix that. Alright, I might have to have a look and see if I can do something different. Okay, alright, so that's still going. I might leave that go. But yeah, so it still seems to be working. Alright, okay. Let's just have a quick break, and I might see if I can just try and fix that that clock. Alright, welcome back everyone. Alright, I'm going to try and redo this. So let me just quickly just take everything out for the moment. Now okay, now I think the way that I had it previously probably worked better for this. So just put this back here. Okay, alright. So let me do this again. So once again, change this around. Back to the way it was. Where am I? Yeah. Okay. All right. So actually, yeah, should be right. Okay. So I probably should have left those there. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to think. If I do those into a chest and then, no, I'm not going to have enough room. So, alright, this is what you get when you just wing it. And the thing is, that's what I do. So, I end up just winging it. So what I might do is I might just make this a little not very efficient, but see how we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so let me just build this down the bottom and then we'll see what we can do with that up there. So if I go with our dispenser, let's just say there. Then I need a block, a comparator, another block, and then a redstone dust. Okay, so then here I need a sticky piston. I put a temporary block there, grab my 2 observers, do a presuming that's the right way there, so we should have, no, that's not the right way. Okay, so yeah, I always get confused with that. And then we need a block here. All right. So that should work. So whenever I put stuff in here, like that, like this, there we go, it's spitting it out. And should stop when it's done. There we go. And that didn't keep going back and forth, at least I don't think it did. Let's try this again just to make sure. Yep, so that's working fine. Okay. All right, so now we need to get these into here. Now I do actually have a little bit of room. So what I might do is I might go hopper into there. Now, I'm not quite sure if I've got that block there powered, it might block this hopper. I have no idea whether that does or not. I think it will. It'll block that hopper. Block the hopper underneath. Let's just test. Let's just presume that we have no idea what we're doing, which may very well be the case. And okay, now it's a bit all over the place, but we've got into these, which all then go into here, which then goes into the dispense into there. So if I put in a few things, dispensing back into where I am. I don't know whether that's actually working. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. It does seem to be. Yep. That's not being locked. Okay. Alright, so maybe the power only works. Alright, and there we go. Alright, well I think that's working. If I just now just put a few blocks just to stop everything from going everywhere. That'll do. I have a look in here. Alright, so if I grab all of those and we'll try again, let's put them all up here. Start them off here. I get everything out of that? No, I mustn't have. Oh, of course, I'm doing the same thing that I did before. Why do I never learn? Throwing them within the chunk. Out of the chunk. Chunk is over this way. All right. Again. All right, there we go. So there go all the items into the hopper and spit out. Oh, it's doing it again. It wasn't doing it before. You know what, I give up. It's working, I don't care. Maybe it's this bit here. Take that out. Save and effect. Alright. Alright, I'm just going to let it go. There we go. So there is my new storage system. It has 5 double chests and a whole heap of hoppers as overflow, so that when things flow in here, they should just automatically be spat out and put into the chunk collector. If too many items come in and fill everything of these up whilst this is still dispensing, then the items will still just start flowing around up here, and but this should keep up. It's double hopper speed. It should keep up. I'm hoping. There's plenty of space up here, so yeah, hoping that it works. Okay, so it's just doing those ones now. That's not double hopper speed. Why is... Alright, I'm just going to leave it for now. But there you go. So there is my design. I may have a look at the clock and see if I can rearrange it. Maybe put the hoppers over on this side, which won't affect over here, and see what happens. But yeah, there we go. So that was just a little rearrangement. It's now if I want to come in and have a look and see what I've got, I just come in here and go, oh look, I've got a special done. I don't need any of these, so I will just sell them all, or use a sell wand to not pay the 10% tax. Don't have to worry about auto sell. Reminds me, I probably should put this up. It works for all of the farms. Like this gets pushed into the water stream over there. This gets just dropped into the water stream from here. These all go into the water stream, and the bottom area, they also go into the water stream. So it's it's got what, 1, 2, 3, 4 farms all going into the one area. I think that's pretty efficient, even though this may not be. There you go. All right, so that's that done. Now the other thing I did want to do, let me just go and just tidy up a little bit. I might just throw things into a single chest and we'll work it out later. Okay, I might just put that special away over here. Right, now the other thing that I wanted to do is grab my flash helmet. So this one is 7 attributes, that's 10, that's 9, that's the one that I did with my bossing earlier, so, or a couple of episodes ago. I take my clash helmet and I come over here and look at my bossing. I have 2 bossing 14s, 2 bossing 13s, and 1, 2, 3 bossing 12s. That'll do me now to do this. So let's go in and go into Clash. and we recycle this helmet. So it does have 3 on there, but I want to get rid of the scales, so unfortunately we're going to have to do it. Okay, and now if we go back in, go into armor forging, craft the armor, and just hope that we get a good roll on the that's level 1. I don't want that. So 14, 13, and 12. Okay. So yeah, so I'm hoping I get a good roll on the bonuses. I do have some re-rolls, so I can actually re-roll them. I'm just hoping the very first time that I do it, I do actually get more than 1 bonus. Okay, 7 out of 7. Let's see what we get. We didn't. We only got 1. Damn it. Okay, that's okay. I'll just have to go and get some more high bossing levels and see how we go. Now what I want here is I want to get this into night. So let's see how we've got. Rare cut I don't want. I've got plenty. I've got 28. So let's see how we go. Dust collector. Okay, let's re-roll it again. Where are we up to? Re-roll. Okay, I might just do a couple more. No, not it. Night. Perfect. Right. Okay. So how many was that? Rare cut. So 1, 2, 3, 4 re-rolls. That's pretty good. So now I've got night, and that's got a bossing of 90. So if we come back and have a look at here, this one's got a boss of 87. So that's 177 between them. So I need to try and collect some more bossing scales and re-roll or recycle these to get more scales. Once I get it to a level where I'm getting quite an amount of scales, then I can possibly then create a another set, which would probably be void by then, and see how I go. But there we go. So that was pretty successful. So now I've got, if I have a quick look at taking these off, that one's actually got 61. So I'm just going, oh no, because hang on, that one's the, yeah, okay, all right. So if I go there and have a look at attributes, bossing is 212. They're not far away from the 300 that I need for that mission. So there you go. All right, so so that is pretty nice. So I have created a new created a new storage system that uses a collector. Now that chunk collector did actually cost me quite a bit of money. Mind you though, I did have a chunk collector earlier on the season that I did sell for quite a bit of money, but it swings and roundabouts. It came in, and then it's gone out. No problems. Alright, so the other thing I want to do quickly is, let's come back here. Oh, not there. Now I did do a little bit of enchanting, so I do have thorns on my boots, which I rolled for bossing the other day. I now have so I have thorns and protection. So I've got that one there now for bossing. So if I head back over here and have a look, over here I have a protection 4 book, and I've got another couple of protection 4s as well, and I have a thorns 3 book. So if I come back up here and grab my Knight Enhanced 2 helm and my protection 4 levels, then on my thorns 12 levels, and now I have protection 4 and thorns as well. Now those thorns will help me a little bit more. I probably need one more, but I'm not going to put thorns on them until I get the scales that I want on them, so that might take a bit of time. But the reason thorns is important is if you're standing in the middle and you're getting attacked, if you have lifesteal, you can sort of keep up with it a little bit. But if you're getting attacked and you've got thorns, the thorns are doing damage back. Those thorns that are doing damage back, whilst you're not doing anything at all, they're also providing lifesteal as well, I presume. From my experience on what's happening here, is that's what's happening. So the more thorns you've got, the more damage you do and the more lifesteal you get, so that you can just stand in the middle and just not do anything really, and you will survive and do damage and repair, well, not repair yourself, but heal yourself. So that's why thorns is so important. All right, so the other thing I did want to do, sorry, I just got a bit distracted there, is I have a couple of tornado keys here, but I also want to have a look at my pass. I have been doing some mob grinding quite a bit, so I should have, there we go. So head eggs we grabbed last, I think it was last episode. So tsunami key, great, so that can go towards the giveaway. So XP, more XP, a sprite key, and 500 cloud coins. Okay, so we're up to this one. So we've got some sky dust, some money, and then we go back into the keys, some more XP, cloud coins, and then more keys to the end. So 1396 to go. I can't remember how much I got over the last day. It was quite a bit, so I should be able to get that, if not before Void, but pretty close to it. So if I come back and have a look here, if I put the tornado key there, so now we have sprite key, cosmetic key, tsunami key, tornado key, thunder key. I think that's pretty good for a small giveaway. 5 keys. I'll probably just get people to comment on the video. No need to like and subscribe. That'd be nice, but I don't like asking people to do it. So so the 5 keys for 5 comments, or for the people who comment on it, And now I'm up to, if I remember correctly, I'm up to 88 subscribers. Yes, 88. That's grown pretty much one a day. So hopefully if we get up to 100 in a week or two, that'll be great. So I do have a few keys left there. So let's go and open those crates. Type it correctly. Scout, if you're watching, what crate should work? Just because I'm too lazy to type it out. It's one it's one character, he's not going to do it. Anyway, okay, XP and some random armor trims. Couple of extra keys there, didn't get them. XP again, and some crimson slat, and then a sprite key. Okay, well, let's open the sprite key. Oh, universals. Nope, didn't get them. Oh, money again. I don't need any more money. Alright. What was that enchanted book? Did I? Crop Walker. Okay, well that's good actually. I didn't even recognize. Did I get that from here? Where did I get that book from? Did I pick it up from a... Must have picked it up from a chest. XP, trim, XP, 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 slat, money sprite. Yeah, okay. Alright. Okay, let's go back and place our sprite. Okay, come over here. Yeah, so I've already got 6 where they're just about falling off the edge at the moment. So money. Place. And I will upgrade it later. So there we go. So quite a few sprites. If I get any more monies, I might have to increase this area. But there you go. So I think that will do for today. The storage area down there took a lot longer than I thought. I had an idea that of what I wanted to do, didn't quite work out, had to try a few other things, but eventually it was working. And we have enchanted our second, put our enough good scales in our second piece that we should now start getting some good results. So now, yeah, I need to get 10, I need to get 9 or 10 more bossing scales that are quite high. I could probably get 10 plus 12s for fairly cheap, but I want to just see how I go. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know I said I don't like asking people to like and subscribe, but please like and please subscribe anyway. More subscribers we get, the quicker I get to that giveaway, which I'm really looking forward to. So thanks everybody for watching, and see you in the next video.